What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Today we are talking about how to choose a starting weight for an exercise. So, if you're new to lifting, it's very scary to just go into a gym and pick up weights, especially if you don't know what weight you should be starting with. And typically, as women, we tend to underestimate how strong we are. We end up playing it safe, we end up sticking to lighter weights because that's what we've been told to do since the beginning of time, and then we end up wondering why we're not seeing the results that we want. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how to choose a starting weight so that you can finally train with the right intensity, with the right weights, so that you can get to your goal quicker and more efficiently. So when it comes to choosing a starting weight, there's no objective formula. I can't tell you how much weight to use because it's going to be different for everyone based on their strength levels, their exposure to exercise in the past, their mobility, injury history, things like that. So you have to pick a weight based off of how it feels. So if you breeze through your set and at the end you feel like you could have easily knocked out 5 or more reps if you were to continue, then you know the weight is too easy and you need to increase it. If you're pushing through your set and by the last rep you're feeling like you could do maybe anywhere from 1 to 3 more reps if you really tried, then that's a good weight to use. And you always want to use a rep range anywhere from 8 to 15 reps and feel like you can only do those 1 to 3 more reps if you were to continue, because that's showing you that you're getting close to failure. That's showing you that your muscles are working really hard, and it's gonna be in line with the intensity you need to get stronger and build muscle, which is what most people want to do, or most people don't realize that they want to do. So, like when you're wanting to lose weight, you want to build muscle and you want to get stronger because that's going to facilitate fat loss a lot better. So, for most fitness goals, 8 to 15 reps is going to be a good rep range to work in. Obviously, the more specific your goal is, you want to tweak these rep ranges a little bit more. But for most people, 8 to 15 reps is a perfect rep range. So, let's apply this concept to a goblet squat. I always like to use goblet squats for examples because I think they are a good exercise for both beginners and experienced lifters. So here I have a 10 pound, 20 pound, and 35 pound kettlebell, right? So say I never did goblet squats before, and I go in the gym, I'm like, I'm going to use a 10 pound weight, right? So I do goblet squats. I do about, say, 30 reps. I do 30 reps, and then I feel like I could have kept going. Like that was easy. I could have done at least 10 more and still not have been that tired. I know I need to increase the weight. So I go and I grab the 20 pound kettlebell, right? I do those, right? Do 20 of them. Say I get to 20 reps of that exercise with the 20 pound kettlebell, and I feel like I could have at least done 5 more reps and been close to failure. That's still too easy because you're doing 20 reps. All right. So then I grab the 35 pound kettlebell. This is going to be a little bit heavier. So I'm likely only going to be able to do less reps than 20. So say I get to 10 reps with the 35 pound kettlebell. And I feel like if I was to continue, I can probably only do 2 or 3 more, 2 at max. That's a good starting weight. That's what you're going to use going forward. So after you go through that process of essentially trial and error, you now know what weight you're going to use for that exercise, so that when you go into the gym the next time to do the exercise, you are confident with it. It's still pretty challenging for you, and it's going to allow you to make progress towards your goals in an efficient way. Because, sorry, I was reading something. You don't want to just be going through the motions. You don't want to be doing hella sets for no reason. You want to make the most out of each set that you do. So you want to make sure that you know what weight is going to be challenging for you. And this is why so many women have tons of exercises in their workout routine, because they aren't choosing a weight that's challenging. I see women doing like 10, 12 exercises in a session. And if you can do that many exercises, you're not training with the right intensity for those first 4 or 5. You don't need to do any more than like 5 to 7 exercises in a workout, and 7 is on the high end. So if you can really choose the right weight from the start and push yourself in your working sets, you're going to be able to get to your goal quicker and spend less time in the gym actually training for that. So if that doesn't make sense, put questions in the comments. But if it does make sense, definitely tune in to our next live, which is going to be next week, and we're going to talk about the next step to this. So after you have chosen your weight for each exercise, how do you know when to either increase the weight or increase the reps? And if you guys have questions on that beforehand, drop them below so I can be sure to cover them next week. Peace.